Hello viewers. In this video I will explain what stamina management is, how to do it, and some other related stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. Anyway, let's get started. So let's start with what stamina management really is. So stamina management is where you save your stamina to get away, survive or escape the killer during a chase. Most experienced players do this very often as it is good and effective. After mastering this, you will be extremely difficult to defeat if the killer is a new to moderately experienced player. Now that I have explained what stamina management really is, let's go over the basics on how to use it. The first thing you need to know to use stamina management is that you must never let your stamina get to zero. I mean it, getting your stamina to zero makes your stamina take longer to start regenerating. Just look at this side-by-side comparison. In the clip where I let my stamina drop to zero, my stamina gained much slower than the one where I didn't let it get to zero. So always stop sprinting before it runs out. The second thing you need to know about stamina management is when to stop sprinting. Like I said before, never let your stamina get to zero, and if you stop sprinting before you get to zero and the killer is right behind you, you would die, right? Wrong. Well, yeah, you would die, but if you stop sprinting mid-chase then you can regenerate stamina before you get anywhere near zero. Let me explain. So say you're getting chased by the killer. When you get behind an obstruction, like a wall or a rock, you can stop sprinting and wait for the killer to catch up whilst you regain your stamina. Only do this when far from the killer though. You can also stop sprinting when you're way ahead from the killer, but be careful because if the killer is 1x then they can use a ranged move like entanglement or mass infection on you. The third thing you need to know is that when you're really close to the killer, like attacking range, then you might need to dodge some attacks. This could be extremely difficult, especially if the killer is Jason or Cool Kid as their attack windups are extremely low. To dodge the killer you need to be unpredictable. You must read the killer's actions, like a book. Say John Doe is right behind me, about to slash, I move out of the way of the attack and John Doe misses. No Lee, 1x and John all have 0.4 second attack windups and an attack cooldown of around 2 seconds depending on which one. Most players tend to use their main attack as soon as they go off cooldown, so use this kind of like a beat to a song. Every beat, move in a random direction, try to predict where the killer will strike next. Another thing to know about dodging is that it's good to try not to sprint much whilst doing this, only sprint when the killer is using an attack, and don't just not run at all. This will make you really easy to hit. The fourth thing to know about stamina management is that you shouldn't walk too much or else the killer will catch up. It's like a cake and icing, but the cake is the chase and the icing is stamina management. Icing makes a cake taste nicer, but if you add too much, it will taste too sugary. So don't overdo it, only use it when necessary. The fifth thing to know is what characters to use with stamina management. The truth is, all of them. Every survivor is good in their own ways, but if you main a survivor that gets targeted a lot like 2-Time or Elliot, then stamina management is very useful. Sometimes when a survivor is so good at the game and stamina management, they can survive an entire round being targeted by the killer. And also, using a survivor you're personally good at is really good, mainly because you can combine stamina management with the skills you already have with that specific survivor and you will be quite the difficult one to take down. But I recommend using what you would like. After all, everyone plays Forsaken just to have fun, and you shouldn't play otherwise, just try and have a good time. Anyway, I think that Noob is really good paired with stamina management. Comment what you think, am I right or am I wrong? So the sixth and final thing is that this takes a while to learn. It's also quite difficult. Practicing this is a good thing to do. If you fail at it, learn from your mistakes. It takes a trip of trial and error to master. To be honest, I'm not even that good at stamina management myself. I'm just making this video from what I have learnt and what I recommend. And that about wraps it up. The next thing I will do is give an example of me using stamina management in-game. Enjoy! This clip is a great example. I use a lot of stamina management here. As you can see here, I'm not running away, the killer is losing stamina, and I'm not. Now that the killer is close enough, I start running. Always remember that the killer is faster than you. Stunning the killer gives you plenty of time to escape. Always attempt to do it at the most unpredictable moments. There, I tried to dodge an attack but failed. I'm now one hit, meaning that if the killer hits me once, I'm dead. As you can see, I win because of stamina management. I hope you liked this very informative video, and if you did, then subscribe, pretty please with a cherry on top. I'm so close to 616 subs. Come on, I only have 615 subs right now. I'm doing a second fish reveal at 1000 subs. Anyway, bye and have a good day.